This PowerPoint is going to be a basic understanding about the heart. First, I'll talk about a basic anatomy of the heart. Then I'll talk about how the blood flows through the heart. Then I'll talk about how the nervous system affects the heart. And then last, I'll talk about the mechanical and the electrical process of the heart. So as you can see here, there are a lot more parts than just the four main parts I have listed. But to get the basic anatomy of the heart, you'll need to focus on the right atrium, the left atrium, the right ventricle, and the left ventricle. A lot of people may think that the heart is on the left side of the body, but it's actually centered. It just seems to be on the left because the left side of the heart is bigger. And as you can see in this picture, it kind of curves off to the left side. For the blood flow of the heart, it might seem like there's a lot of parts to it and it takes a while, but it's actually a very quick process. So let's say the blood is in your legs or in your extremities. That blood flows to the heart through veins and then enters the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava and enters into the right atrium. The right atrium then pumps the blood through the tricuspid valve into the right ventricle. Then the right ventricle pumps the blood into the pulmonary artery and that goes to the lungs. Then the blood gets oxygenated and pumped through the pulmonary veins into the left atrium. The left atrium then pumps the blood through the mitral valve to the left ventricle. And then the left ventricle pumps the blood through the aorta and to the rest of the body. So your body can have oxygenated blood. The reason that the left side is bigger is because compared to the right side just pumping the blood to the lungs, the left ventricle has to pump it all over the body. It needs a lot more muscle to do that. The nervous system affects the blood circulation because of the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. It's all regulated through the brain. I like to think of the sympathetic as the fight or flight, which many people have probably heard of. And then the parasympathetic is the rest and digest. For sympathetic, let's say you're getting chased by a bear or you're in a fight and your heart starts beating and you can hear your heart beating through your chest. That's the sympathetic nervous system affecting your circulation because it's getting ready to tell your body that you need to start moving and do some activity and you're going to be running. So your body is making up for that by pumping more blood throughout your body so it'll be ready for a fight or you to take off running from that bear. And the parasympathetic nervous system, that'll be your rest and digest. I say that because this is used when you're sitting on your couch, just got done eating, you're watching some TV. This nervous system will slow your heart rate down because your body doesn't need all that blood flowing through you right now. It's telling you that your body is relaxing or it's about to go to bed and you're just kind of chilling right now. The mechanical versus the electrical side of the heart. So the mechanical side, that would be the cardiac muscle. This is the muscle that pumps the blood through the body into the lungs. There'd be a lot of this in the left ventricle because that pumps it to the body, and some of it in the a little bit less in the right atrium because it's just going to the lungs. The electrical side, this is like the conductor of the train, and the mechanical side would be the engine of the train. So for the electrical side, it starts with the impulses, and impulses start in the SA node. And now that's going to be in the right atrium. So the SA node sends electrical impulse to the AV node, and then that AV node, between there, that's going to tell the right atrium, both the atriums to pump the blood. It's going to start with the right atrium going to the right ventricle, and then it's going to go through the ventricles, and it's going to tell the cardiac muscle to pump and keep pumping the blood or to relax so it can fill up to pump the blood.